Hey friends, it's Sara Oehler live from my home here in sunny Northern California. I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for www.softflexcompany.com, and today I'm going to be showing you a super quick and easy design using a wonderful strand of beads that we're selling on the website called the Great Pumpkin Bead Strand. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to break it up and make it into a necklace and a pair of matching earrings, and take a little bit of a closer look at the strand. We have about 50 of these left in stock. They're custom designed for Soft Flex Company. Once they're gone, they're gone. And they are one of a kind. So, well, not one of a kind. It's a one of a kind run, I guess would be a better way of saying it. We have about 50 of them. So, having said that, I'm going to flip down and we'll just start talking about things here. Hi, Martha. Let me just rearrange you guys a little bit there. Okay. All right. So, we have some great offers going on our website this week. You can get up to $10 in free beads on orders over $59 using coupon code BOOD. That's anything in our beads category. So once you get your order up to $59, you can add just a $10 strand of beads and they would be free. If it's only a $6 strand, then you would only get $6 in free beads. So you want to at least get past that $10 mark to get, your best offer. And then we also have free black crimps with purchase of a Halloween trio. We have 2 Halloween trio options. This is what a trio looks like. It is 3 10-foot spools of soft flex beading wire in 3 different colors. You can see the soft flex. It's all medium diameter. This one, Trick or Treat, is our yellow, our citrine, and then our black. And then we also have one called Black Magic. These are the bigger spools, but you can kind of visualize what that's going to look like in the smaller spools. So depending on which you like, or maybe both, you can have a really fantastic color palette for upcoming Halloween. So you get free crimps with these, and I'm going to be using one of these today. I haven't decided yet what I'm doing. So just a couple things as we get going here today. I wanted to show you some quick Halloween ideas from Halloween's past. I tend to go on the more elegant side of Halloween. I like things that I can wear all year long, but I can definitely wear during Halloween season. So I like to do things like this where, we've got our really dark colors, a dark gray and black, but it's still very elegant and wearable all year long, but perfect in the month of October. Last year from our Black Magic design kit, I made this really fun bracelet, which I also think can be used all year long, but is perfect during that Halloween season or even just the fall season. And it has the cutest little black cat that came in that kit last year. Little black cat. We have our new Halloween kit for sale now. In fact, I just got mine. But it's almost sold out. It's getting very close to selling out. And we have somebody opening the Golden Gate kit on Friday. Her name is on her Keepsakes Crafts YouTube channel. Friday Findings is the name of the show. She'll be unboxing and reviewing the Golden Gate box this Friday. So my guess is that's probably going to push some new customers to the website, and we may sell out of the Great Pumpkin design kit. So if you want one of these, I would definitely pick it up as soon as possible so that you can make sure you can participate next month with our design kits. And of course, if you've never done a design kit, they're super fun. It's a mystery. You don't know what it is inside, and we make about 75 of them right now, and everybody gets their kit. and I make something first on a live video, and then everybody else, well, most everybody else makes stuff too and posts it in the VIB group for a contest. So super fun to see what everybody makes with the same materials. And this one is Halloween themed, so it's going to be a really, really fun one. So this was last year's memory wire bracelet. I have these earrings. 2 years ago, I did this bracelet. Also that same kind of idea as the earrings, like something I can wear all year long, but is still going to have just a little bit of a Halloween vibe to it. And then you can see I added this sweet little tiara cast skull to the clasp, which gives it just a little bit of a Halloween vibe. Robin says she loves all her goodies from the last Facebook sale. That's awesome, Robin. There is a live sale up right now pinned at the top of our Facebook page, and it's open until Sunday. So if anybody wants to purchase some beads through the live sale, you can do that in addition to our online sale on our website. They're two separate entities. What we have on our website is not what we had online. They're usually pretty different because the stuff that we do on a live sale is coming mostly from the gallery. So lots and lots of great beads online that you may have never seen before on the website. Okay, so today we're going to make a necklace and a pair of earrings. I have a pretty good idea what I want to do. I was looking at this design that I made last week using the Golden Gate design kit, which is sold out, but we do have the bead mixes left. And I was thinking it would be fun to do a second version using the bead strand so we could see it in a different colorway and just in a different, sort of a different variation on it. And then I can also break it up and easily make some earrings in addition with just one strand of beads. And if you saw Monday's episode on YouTube, Kristen made a really fantastic stretch bracelet using the Great Pumpkin Bead Strand. So I'm thinking you could have a full set. If you were to buy just 2 strands of these, you could do the bracelet and then you'd be able to have a necklace and earrings that matched it. So let's check it out. I'm just going to throw this guy to the side and open up this bead strand so we can start looking at the beads. How is everybody doing today? Where are you and what are you doing today? It's fun when you take these apart and you can sort of really see what's on the strand in a new way, reorganize them to your liking. Oh, were both of those designs on the blog today? I just quickly looked at it. It might have even reminded me I had those designs, but I didn't put it all together. So what I'm thinking is I want to get a little orange and I want to get a little black in both the earrings and the necklace. So I love these for the necklace. I mean, these are just absolutely gorgeous beads on that bead strand. So pretty. And there's 2 matching, so that's going to be perfect for the bottom of the Lariat. And I'm thinking maybe I'll use these bigger ones. Makes kind of a lot of sense. And then I'm probably going to need something fairly small at the bottom in order to hold so the crimp doesn't slip through. I wonder if I could even use these. Let's try it. Hopefully the crimp won't slip through that guy. And then for earrings, I could even do, and I'm going to do this at the top as the slider for sure. And then for the earrings, I could, yeah, I'm going to do these, I think. And I'll use the bead caps again on these, and then I'll add in the orange bead at the top, and we'll see if it works. I know, these are really cute pumpkin shaped beads on this Great Pumpkin Bead Strand. Super cute. They're perfect. Jesse James Beads is so good at these custom designs for us. We come up with the idea and then they just magically make it happen. So here is my color palette from the 2 trios that are on sale this week. And then of course I'm going to use the black crimps that you're getting free with either one of the trios. So I'm thinking I'd probably like it best with just black. If I want it to be like really elegant and versatile, that's probably the best color. I could also really easily go with citrine, and if you wanted to get really funky, you could do either purple or the peridot green. So I'm going to do a nice lengthy strand. I love where this one hits, so I'm going to do something pretty similar in size. I'm using the Soft Flex Black Onyx in medium, 0.019 inch, which is the most versatile of our diameters. It can fit lots of small beads, but it's also really practical. It can handle things that are more abrasive, like mineral, metal, and glass, crystal, things of that sort. Okay, so I've got my black crimps. We carry crimps in a lot of different colors. We've got copper, which is great for fall, gold, silver, but what we're going to use today is our black oxidized crimp, and they're fairly new. We just started carrying them not too long ago. I'm hoping this is going to work with the magical crimpers, but I'm not certain. We'll find out as we go here. So I'm going to string my crimp onto the wire. It's kind of nice that they match each other. And then I'm going to back in, not because I'm attaching to anything, but just so I can have a second wire running through that crimp so it can really get a nice strong hold. I'm going to put the crimp into the center of the crimping pliers, which have like sort of a little dome. It's they're the same on either side, the little half dome. And when you put it together, it domes over that 2x2 crimp, and it should create what looks like a little 4-corner ravioli the first time you compress it. Then you're going to put it in sideways and just go around and around it, compressing it down into the nylon coating of the wire. Faith, I'm so glad you want to make one of these necklaces. I'm going to go ahead and trim off my extra wire. You see how it looks like a little round bead now? I'm going to take my cutters in, flush side as close to that crimp as possible, and trim it. And then I'm going to trim this top part too. So now I've got a really nice little ball at the bottom, and I should be able to string my stuff on. Let's see if it'll slide through this bead cap. The difficulty is if this hole is smaller than the crimp, then you've got to change directions, which it is not, thankfully. So that's going to be the very bottom of my Lariat design. You can smooth this out too. You can see it has like a little bit of a rough edge. You can always come in with your cutters and just smooth that down, as long as you've got a good pair of cutters, of course. Okay, so next up I've got my bead cap. I'm going to string my boho bead. All the beads that I'm using are from the new Great Pumpkin Bead Strands on the Soft Flex Company website. Hey Trisha, thanks for joining us. We're making a Lariat style necklace. Got my orange bead. And that's got a pretty big hole up there, so I'll keep that in mind. I may even want to use the bead cap at the top too. so that that won't move around. Yeah, they're custom made for Soft Flex by Jesse James Beads. And we have about 50 of them left in the Great Pumpkin Bead Strand. So I have breaking it apart and making a really fun little quick lariat and then a pair of earrings to match it. Okay, so I've got my beads that are going to be at the bottom of the lariat, and I've got this. I'm thinking I might add one more bead. Now that I'm looking at it, I think these would be kind of fun since I'm using it as the slider at the top. Let me pull it out. Let's try it and see what it looks like. So I'm adding in this very sparkly bead, which I think will work just a little better when I add the slider at the top. I'm liking it. It's looking pretty good. So now I'm going to put my crimp on. And I can go ahead and crimp this in place so these beads don't move around on the wire. I'm going to do that by just grabbing a little slice of Soft Flex. And I'm going to bring it down to the beads. It's nice if you can kind of straighten it out a little bit, make sure you get nice and snug down to your beads, and then compress. So I've got my little 4-corner ravioli guy, and then I'm going to turn it on its side. The greatest thing about jewelry making, especially for me as a busy mom of 3 kids, is that you can do it so quickly and you can get your creativity out without a lot of fuss. You don't need a lot of materials really, and you don't need a lot of time, which I am quite short on most of the time. I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And the other nice thing about beading is there are far more complicated designs that can take a lot of time if you have the time. And you can really grow in this industry and do lots and lots of different things. Okay, so that's the first side of my lariat. Now what I'm going to do, and this is what I didn't get to show on the video last week, is I'm going to string this bead here, and then I'm going to string it again. And that's going to hold the 2 sides of the lariat together, and it's going to be sort of like a sliding clasp. And then I can go ahead and bead back on the other side. So I'm going to put on my crimp first. It's a 2x2 Soft Flex crimp, which you can get for free this week if you buy one of these 2 trios, Black Magic or Trick or Treat. And I've got my bead there. We have just a few of the Great Pumpkin design kits left, but we do have quite a few of the bead strands because we planned for those to last maybe even through the video at the end of the month on October 30th. If you got one of those Great Pumpkin design kits, the video date is October 30th. I will be doing the video right after one of my kids has their Halloween parade at school. And like I said, that's the great thing about beading. You can sort of fit it in. Okay, so I am going to check for size, and the best way to do that is to take my bead stopper and go ahead and stopper it, and then I can lift this up onto my neck and make sure I'm comfortable with the size before I finish it off, which I am. Looks great. Yeah, the slider bead's super easy. And I'm going to come back and do this crimp as my very last crimp here. So first, let's make sure our pattern is the same on both sides unless we're doing asymmetrical, which we discussed last week, but we're not this time. So pattern is the same. And I'm going to just back in with the same wire because it just makes it easier. And I'll go ahead and use my magical crimpers. You want to center that crimp really well inside those pliers and then compress. These are those new black oxidized crimps that we just came out with like within the last year. It's a Soft Flex crimp tube, so it's very thick and strong and tough, but it's in a really nice black color, which matches the wire really well. And you can get some free crimps with your purchase this week. Trimming off my wire, both sides. We're going to do something kind of similar with the earrings, but a smaller version. And then I can go ahead and bring that down. And I can crimp this in place. They are perfect for matching the black wire. I think they would look really nice, and maybe I can crimp one for you guys to see. I think they'd look really nice on all of these wire colors though, that have kind of a Halloween feel to them. And like I said, you know, I am not Miss Halloween. I tend to prefer Christmas and Thanksgiving, and sometimes I don't like over-the-top Halloween things, but I do like celebrating Halloween. So sometimes having just like a nice simple design that you can not only wear for Halloween, but you can wear all throughout the fall, I think is really, really nice. So there you go. I've got a Lariat now made from the Great Pumpkin Bead Strand. And you can see the difference in the color palettes. You know, this tends to be like pretty romantic with the red jasper and the really pretty pink, the coppers and golds, whereas this tends to be a little bit more edgier, I think a little more on the elegant side, but also has those really fun Halloween colors too. And this just slides up and down, and it'll hold, it'll just hold those two strands together, so when you're wearing them, they can just sort of dangle together. I'll take a picture of that and post it in the VIB group, but let's make a pair of earrings to match. And if you do like this colorway, we do still have a bunch of these bead mixes that were left over from the kit that you can purchase on the website as well. And you can see they have the boho beads, they have the flower tassel, and then the copper piece that I used here at the top as the slider. And then we used some beads from the kit, but you could definitely find beads either in here or in your own stash that you could probably work with, or even just do this basic bead at the bottom with the flowers and the slider at the top, and you could have a really pretty design made from this thing too. And there is a trio to match this guy. If you want to get the trio as well, the Golden Gate trio, which has copper, tanzanite, and a bone color. That was also new last week on the website. Okay, so we have our beautiful Lariat. Now I'm going to make a quick pair of earrings to match, and I'm going to go on the elegant side for this too, and go with a black. And I was thinking I could just do kind of a similar style as the bottom of the Lariat. So I'm going to string back in and crimp, basically making a soft flex head pin. So the crimp will be the head on the pin and the wire will be the pin. And once I've got that crimped, I can go ahead and trim both ends. Okay, so let's cross our fingers again that the crimp isn't too small for the bead cap. Here we go. Will it work? Yes, it does work. Yay. So what I'm talking about is if this hole is too big, it would slide right over the crimp and then you can't do the style. So it's nice when you have a bead or a bead cap or something there that's got a small enough hole that the crimp catches. And then I was thinking about just doing this little orange guy on the top. Let's kind of take a look and see if I want to add a little more silver or do it the other direction even. It's kind of fun to test and see what looks the best to you. These oranges are subtly different, but I think in a necklace and an earring, you could probably get away with wearing them together, just like you can when you look at the bead strand all together. I think it'll still work really well. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to go with that. And I'll go ahead and string on my crimp tube. The black oxidized 2x2 millimeter crimp tube, perfect for any diameter of our beading wire, really, if you're doing a single strand. Other than maybe 010 would be a little too small, but 014, 019, and 024 all work fairly well with a 2x2. So you can see how it's kind of twisting to the side there. We definitely don't want to encourage that. So what we'll do is we will untwist those wires before we crimp it. And that way the wires will go side by side inside the crimp tube and we'll get more of a straight connection when we're all done. And I want to make sure I get this edge on this side. And you just go around and around, making it nice and round. And then you can come in real close and trim off that extra wire. And then I'll go ahead and make a second one just like it. And then I can add a black ear wire, which we also have on our website at the top. You can pick those up too. And they match these black crimps. I feel like they're a different name for metal. It might be like gun metal or something, but they match really well to the crimps. Maybe Kristen or whoever's posting links can post a link to that particular item. And then you guys, I still have this is for my earring. I still have a bunch of beads left over from that one strand of beads that I could, if I wanted to, if I needed to, if I had a bigger wrist, I could add this to another strand for that stretch bracelet that Kristen made on YouTube on Monday. Or you could even make another pair of earrings, you know, using these guys, and maybe you just use one of these and the little metal bead or something. So lots of options, one strand of bead. The fabric flower. Are you thinking of these guys here? Those are in the bead mix, if that's what you were thinking of. They're in the Golden Gate bead mix on the Soft Flex Company website. Let's see. Oh, can I offer the fabric? How can I offer the fabric flowers? Oh, order. I see. I'm rereading it. Yeah, in the bead mix, right here. They come in there. They're super cute. So that's kind of the scoop today. I want you to check out those bead strands. They're really, really pretty. We still have our Great Pumpkin design kit up on the website. We've got a really great sale going. You can get $10 in free beads by using coupon code BOO, and then you have to add the bead, whatever beads you want from our bead category, into the order. And Kristen, can you let me know if the bead strand itself is included in that? I assume it would be. If you order over $59 and you have the bead strand in your cart, I assume $10 of that bead strand would be free, because I think it's like $10.49. Yeah, so that is it for today. We've got some really great videos coming up. Just gonna flip you guys out here a little bit. And this week, tomorrow, we've got premiering on YouTube a beautiful craft wire spider made by James Browning for his show Conversations in Wire. It's on the Soft Flex Company YouTube station. It premieres at 2 p.m. Pacific time, and he'll be there to answer questions. On Friday, we have a company called Keepsake Crafts on YouTube as well, opening the Golden Gate Design Kit. So if you got that kit and you want further inspiration, or just want to see what someone else does with the same beads, or you've never opened one of our kits and you want to check it out and see what it's like, you can run over there. I don't have a time for it. I assume she just posts it sometime that day. Her name is Sandy Huntress, and again, it's Keepsake Crafts on YouTube. And then on Monday, October 7th, you'll find Kristen live on YouTube as well at 12 p.m. Pacific with her regular Free Spirit beading. And of course, I'll be back here again. And that is it for today. I hope that you'll place an order at www.softflexcompany.com and check out those 2 awesome sales that we're running this week that include some really fun Halloween items, and then our beautiful bead selection, which is quite large, on the website. And also check out the live sale, which is pinned at the top of our Facebook page. All right, bye guys.